Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Believe it or not, we're making another Prelude video. I know it's been a while since I've recorded solely a video for this car, but we're doing it right now. As you can see, the weather has taken a turn on us. We're at like the tail end of winter here, and we get one last snowfall. Hopefully this is the last snowfall. Only a couple inches, but still really messes up my plan for today. Not too badly though. I can still work in these conditions. It's not too cold and the sun's out, and some snow has melted, so that's good. What I plan to do this day, obviously you see I haven't painted it. I am going to take this paint, I'm going to take the spots that are like that are still good, buff them up, get them shiny again, shiny like the bumpers. The bumper stayed shiny, apart from the top of this bumper, which had some clear coat peel. I'm going to get it pretty, looking good, looking ready to sell. The interior obviously doesn't really need much of anything. The interior is in beautiful condition. As you all remember, it needs a quick vacuum, but other than that, that's about all. So yeah, I'm leaving the rust repair open like that. Little bubble of rust down there in the dog leg. And obviously the hood's gonna need paint. It's probably gonna all need a coat of paint. But if I can list it with some panels looking good, like obviously we still have cracking and stuff here. The paint is toast, but it's original. So if I'm selling a car with original paint still, which is something people like when they're going with these old classic cars. So I'm going to polish up the wheels, put some tire shine on those tires, buff the paint, you know, get this black trim looking black again. Interior really good, but just give it a vacuum, get it looking presentable. The trunk needs a good vacuuming. The trunk is pretty bad, and all of these pine needles in there. So yeah, all that. Try to get all the snow out of here. Snow and ice. Yeah, I'm gonna do all that under the hood too. I mean, not much to clean under there. It's running good. It's really ready for a new owner, but yeah, just gotta get a couple things done first before I post it up. So that's what today's video is about. Oh, I've got the badges back here and the tailpipes. I'm gonna try to see if I can get these new tailpipe tips on, because you see how rusted out those are. Those are nice and new chrome ones. So yeah, I'm getting everything ready. Everything that I had planned to do with this car I've done. I mean, I've gotten her running really good again. Got the speedometer problem fixed, so no more check engine light. The only thing I missed is paint. And you know what? I could have painted it. I'd make about the same profit if I painted it. So I'll make that same profit now and let someone else paint it down the road, or keep the original paint, because there's something cool to a car that has original paint that's this old. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully you can. We're not going to be washing it. It's already pretty clean. It just got snowed on. The snow, it was already clean because I don't really drive it much. The snow, obviously, one quick rinse to it. So the paint's ready to be buffed, basically. I'm not too worried about swirl marks or anything getting it, because A, there's not much clear coat left to be swirled. And anything would look better than this in the end. Alright, so you can see here, I got the first one on. The second one, both screws broke, so this is going to be interesting. Hopefully I can grind it off, because I'd like to. That's going to look so much better with those new tips on there. Well, as you can see, I used some persuasion for those, but got them both off, put the new ones on. Look at that. Just one little screw in the bottom to secure it on to the actual pipes that are there. And that right there just really adds to the look of this car. I mean, these things, that's sort of what they were known for, were the dual exhaust that sat right next to each other and were chrome. Alright, so we're going to start with the exterior now. Well, we were, I guess, doing the exterior with the exhaust tips. I'm going to start, wipe it down with a quick wash and wax spray, just to make sure there's not too much dirt on the paint when I'm buffing. And then we're really just good to polish the wheels, and then it's pretty much all good. We're just polishing. I'm just going to use my Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. Should put some shine back in this, and I'm going to clean the windows because they're a little dirty. But yeah, so here's what it looks like now. I'll show a first panel, probably going to be this panel right here. Show you how that turns out, and then the whole car. I was going to try to do something for these, try to paint them black again, but you know, that's nitpicky stuff at this point. Like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. Next owner can do stuff like that. Same with like the windshield wiper arms. It's got a natural look to it, I'll give it that. Okay, so the paint most certainly does have some shine to it still. Wow. Wow, look at that difference between there and there. Going up this pillar, bam, where it stops. Yeah, so we'll continue doing this for sure for the rest of the car, because that's going to make it look a hell of a lot better. Alright, look at this. This is the other side. This door is the only thing that really didn't come out, other than, of course, the spots where there's bad paint. This door, it looks like someone tried to wet sand it at one point and didn't use wet sanding sandpaper way too high a grit. Because look at that, that's nice and shiny. That's the same paint. And there's these little scratches just all over it. Roof came out good though, trunk came out good. All around back here. Put the badges back on. It looks like they tried it here too. There's a couple scuffs in there, up there. But yeah, badges are back on. Glue should be dried on those by now. Yeah, they're on good. Yep, that's not coming off. I buffed the tail lights. They look good. This side, you were seeing that before. Finished up this side. That door came out alright. That fender has some cracking in it, but I still buffed it because the cracking's not too bad. So, looks pretty good. And I got the hood open now because I'm about to just get some pictures of the engine here. Headlight covers came out alright. Yeah, so I'm going to vacuum these pine needles and stuff out and get some pictures of this then. Alright, moving to the inside now on this car. I just did the door jambs, as you can see. You can really see in here, there is not much to detail, just a lot of pine needles that got in here from this pine tree. Yeah, so I'm going to vacuum it all out. Original floor mat's still in it, looking good. Even the driver's side looks really good. Vacuum it out and I'll shine up some of the plastics and then we are good to go. Alright, well, here is the final product. I'm out here, my favorite photo location. I'm very happy for daylight saving times being over. Having our full hours, all the daylight now. Here she is. I just got my photos of her to post her up. Go home and do that. This side looks way better than the other side, I will give it that. This is the good side, this is the photo side. Other side still looks pretty good. Underneath is really what is looking good. I mean, if you're from down south, you're gonna say, oh, there's surface rust. That's pretty rusty down there. Up north, that little bit of surface rust is nothing. You see we got snow, you see how salty just this parking lot is right here. Look at that. That's what we're dealing with here. You can see some rust has already been repaired on the body, but underneath is beautiful for any car that's spent its time up north since the 80s. You can see the exhaust tips came out really nice. They look really good on the car. The badges, looks amazing having its badges on now. Let me get in, fire it up, and show you guys the interior. Of course, this door is the only one that really messes up this side profile. Interior, like I said, I didn't have to do much. I just shined everything up, made it look nice and new. Did a little bit of vacuuming. These seats are in great shape. It's just so amazing how beautiful these seats are. And same with the back. A little bit of ripping on the side there with that really flimsy fabric, but nothing much. And faded, of course, because it was never tinted. It's got the Kenwood speakers back there too, so it's got some good sound. You have little ashtrays over here. Let me put the keys down, see if I can. Ashtrays in the rear for the rear passengers. They all got ashtrays. You got one up front and two in the rear, and that's pretty cool too. The little seatbelt warning, because the seatbelt's being on the door, of course. Alright, let's get in, fire it up. 175 is what it ended up with on the miles, as you can see right there. 324. And she fires right up. I did the lifter adjustment, or the valve lash adjustment. I kept calling it lifter adjustment this whole series. It had nothing to do with the lifters. It was all valve lash. The valves, this is a pre-VVT car, so no variable valve, a timing adjustment and all that. So you're gonna hear a little bit of ticky-ticky up there still. Older Honda motors are known for that. It's got nothing to do with the motor. It's just the valves. They still make a little bit of noise no matter what. I have them adjusted perfect to spec, to manufacturer spec, and still a little bit, but it's all right. See, the tires have great tread. For anyone who's interested in this car, you can check out, if it's listed still, it'll be in the description. I have a feeling by the time this video's up, it will not be listed, unfortunately. Let me crank the wheel for you guys too, and turn on the lights. The fog lights on too. Really light steering. This is probably some of the lightest steering I've ever had in a car I've owned. See those lights. Those awesome fog lights. I'm so happy I got those installed. I'm going to keep the Prelude plate on it for whoever buys it next. Just for the hell of it. I mean, I can buy another one of those plates if I really want one for sentimental purposes. Okay, let's get you guys up there. You see, 4-wheel steering, baby. Super cool. Rear tail lights. And back inside, the radio works. We got a power antenna that goes up back there. And once the antenna goes up, we have 80s music, which is really loud. Perfect. Perfect vibe for the car. But yeah, I'm not going to get copyrighted, so enough of that. Heat works great. Air conditioning, no, because I forget the name of the older Freon. It's the older Freon that they used to use in these things before the 90s. So unfortunately, you'd have to convert it to the newer Freon if you wanted AC, or just go without AC. I did it. It's not too bad, especially up north here. Our summers aren't too bad. You got automatic driver's window, which does indeed go down automatically. Passenger side window works too. A little slow going up. The sunroof works, which is really a good thing. You got your little controls over here. It's slow as well, but it does go back and forth. It's faster going forward. But yeah, that is the Prelude. I know a lot of you guys would have wanted to see a lot more content with it. I did a lot with this car. I've had it for almost 2 years now, which is a long amount of time for me to have a car. The longest car I've owned is the Trailblazer, and I've had that for almost 4 years now, I guess we can say. I love the Trailblazer. Trailblazer's never going because it's my daily driver. Other cars I have, especially fun cars like this, they're going to come and go. I'm going to enjoy them. If I find one that I really love, yeah, I'm going to keep it, but I don't have unlimited parking spaces, and I'm moving next year, or not even next year, like in 6 months, 5-6 months, and I need money. Money's a big thing, so, you know, cars are going, they're being bought, being sold, and that's how I'm keeping the channel going, that's how I'm having a good time, that's how I'm making some money. And that's how you guys are enjoying these series, I'm assuming, all these buying and selling series. But yeah, that was the Prelude. If you guys enjoyed this video and all the other Prelude videos, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe for more car content and other things. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.